Garrigan moves on as the road to the Casey Center continues for your Garrigan boys. Who do they play next? Let's get right into it. Welcome back to BG Game Preview. I'm your host, Lucy Eisenbarth, and Garrigan picks up another win to advance in the district's matchups with their win 68-41 over St. Ansgar. Let's look at Garrigan's opponent for who they will play, but first, before we get into it, make sure to like, subscribe, go comment down below your predictions if you agree with mine, and anything else you want to see from the channel. 3 and 30 will still be coming out for Garrigan girls and boys basketball. I've kind of been really bad about posting 3 and 30 recently, but I've been trying to highlight some other sports. More content coming this week as the girls regional final is coming out, and I have a fun video coming out as well for my predictions on the girls regional bracket. I do apologize that didn't come out, but I'm going to turn that into kind of a fun video, and we'll see how close I was. Stay tuned for that later on this week, but without further ado, let's get right into today's video. Before we look at Garrigan's opponent for Tuesday, we are going to look at a recap for their game versus St. Ansgar. They won this game 68-41 in pretty dominant fashion. Leader in points for Garrigan was senior Amari Thomas with 22. He also led the team in rebounds with 9 rebounds and 1 block and 2 steals. And leader in assists was Carter Schwab with 4 assists to 1 turnover for a 4.0 assist to turnover ratio. A very good game from Garrigan, really got it done on the offensive end and really limited St. Ansgar in this game. Overall, some solid momentum being built up for your Garrigan guys as they move on to play none other than Nashua Plainfield this Tuesday. This game will be at Garrigan. Let's get right into these predictions. Nashua Plainfield on the season is 18-6, and the Huskies look like a pretty decent team. Players for them, starting off with senior Jace Hansen, leading this team in points with 18 points per game, shooting 53% from the field and 31% from 3. Leader in rebounds is Landon Folsky, apologies if I did not pronounce that correctly, a senior, averaging 6.8 rebounds per game. And leader in assists is Matthew Malvin, a senior, averaging 3.5 assists per game to 0 turnovers per game. He really seems to be able to move the ball around and seems to be a huge part of the spacing for this team. This game will be very, very good. This team seems to be very, very well put together. Seem to just have really efficient offense in general with a 45.5% field goal percentage so far on the year for the team and a 28 3-point percentage. They're a little bit less of rebounders compared to Garrigan with their 752 compared to Garrigan's 866, which could be key for Garrigan. If Garrigan can get a lot of second chance opportunities, that will be huge for them. That will be my first key to the game is rebounding. Garrigan getting those second chance opportunities and making Nashua Plainfield go 1 and out will be very, very helpful and very beneficial to Garrigan. They can really limit them on the defensive end on their missed shots. It will create a lot of more chances for Garrigan to push the ball down the floor and really just get something going. So I may have found a fault inbound for Nashua Plainfield stats. I do not know if this is an actual stat line, but it says they have 0 turnovers per game, 0 fouls per game, 0 fouls on the season, 0 turnovers on the season, for a lot of things. I'll take a screenshot of it and put it right here. I don't know if this is a glitch, but you can see 0 turnovers compared to Garrigan's 257, and you can also see 0 fouls compared to Garrigan's 241. So I do not know if those stats are being tracked inbound for Nashua Plainfield, but that is very weird. Also, I am now realizing that none of their players, when looking at assists, I'll also screenshot that and put that right here, it says they all have 0 turnovers per game. That could be a real stat. The odds of that are very unlikely, though. So I cannot really make a judgment off of that. Therefore, we will leave that be. This is going to be kind of funny, but my second key to the game for Garrigan is turnovers. I think getting them to force turnovers, even though it says they have none. So I can't really judge if they do turn the ball over a lot or a little. So I'm kind of going in blind with my prediction a little bit, but I think if Garrigan is able to force turnovers and get points in transition and off of fast breaks, that will be very beneficial to them as well. Play a fast game and really don't slow it down for them as much. Garrigan does good when they can get going and they can get some momentum, and I think that the crowd will also generate that. So that is my third key, crowd momentum and really just crowd hype. If Garrigan can get hot, which we have seen them do before, I do think that that will help them a lot in this game. That will be very beneficial to them, and that could be what gets them the win in this one. Nashua Plainfield looks good overall. I think their keys to the game will be really playing good defense and making sure you're well versed and really know who you are guarding and what their kind of play style is. They're going to have to be well prepped for this game. Garrigan is a very, very good team, 21-2 on the year, and you really need to know who you're guarding, whether it's Carter Schwab and Michael Joyce on the wings for three-point shooting, whether it's Amari Thomas down below. They really just need to be well prepped and well planned going into this game to have a chance at it. I think their shooting will be very important too. You're going to have to get hot in a gym where the crowd will drive the momentum for Garrigan. So they're really going to have to be able to battle that and really just be able to create some momentum for themselves and give themselves on a streak. Their ball movement will also need to be very important and very clean, as Garrigan is really good at forcing turnovers, as we've seen in some of their games. Weighing the two so far on the year, this is going to be a pretty close matchup, but in the end, I don't think that Nashua Plainfield will be able to get on a streak and be able to get it done. Give me your Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears to win this game 84-70. I think that Garrigan will be able to run up the score in this game and score a little more than what we have seen from the past couple of times. I think Nashua Plainfield's defense is really good, but in the end, I think that this game will be more offensive than it will be defensive compared to both teams. Nashua loves to score. They are a scoring team, as I'm looking at some of their previous scores from games. They are very efficient when on the offensive side of the ball, but I do not think that it will be enough in this game to get them the win. Give me your Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears 84-70 to move on to the regional championship. That is all for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, go comment down below your predictions if you agree with mine and anything else you want to see from the channel. I'm going to be releasing girls' predictions for their game versus Lake Mills, the regional championship, the game to go to state. That will be a very good game, and I'm going to be covering it all right here, so stay tuned. We're also going to be doing a fun video this week for the Garrigan girls to see how close I was actually on my regionals bracket prediction. Again, I'm very sorry I did not get a districts video done or the regionals video. I did get it filmed, but it was not edited and posted. So we're going to make use of the footage and we're going to do something fun with it. Road to the Casey Center is happening for the rest of February, and I'm covering it all right here on BG Game Preview. Make sure to drop a follow to never miss another upload. I'd also like to thank you guys for 50 subscribers. I think we might have hit 51 now, but that is a huge accomplishment, and I really didn't think that I would have this much success and this much of a fan base so soon into this project. So I thank you guys so much for all the support you've given me. The Instagram has gone kind of crazy as well. I do believe we're almost at 170, so go follow the Instagram at BG Game Preview because I post some really fun stuff on there, like these graphics for Garrigan girls and guys being conference champs, and as well as my other interviews and stories like this highlighting former Garrigan alumni, other Garrigan athletes, and just scores and other things about Garrigan in general that I don't make videos for all the extra content for BG Game Preview. That is your district's predictions, and with that, this is Lucy Eisenbarth signing off on BG Game Preview.